Additionally, Yambag says, would you rather only eat meat and potatoes or never be able to eat meat and potatoes again? So only eat meat and potatoes or never be able to eat meat and potatoes again. Which one do you choose?
Oh, I could eat meat and potatoes all the time.
Okay, so you're picking that one. That's the only thing you can eat. Okay.
Yeah, hell yes. Yeah.
All right, because you could probably have the potatoes differently, different styles. Scallop potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potato, all the different
Hash
varieties.
browns.
Oh, yeah.
Baked potato with bacon and butter is one of my favorites.
Okay. Have you ever had potato cakes? That's where they put a little flour in them and fry them up.
Hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of like little squares of like the Waffle House.
Yes.
But thicker, right?
Yes,
potato
sir.
Cakes, more solid.
My grandmother used to.
Than hash browns. Yeah, they're good.
Yambag's final. Would you rather? Would you breathe like Darth Vader or talk like Yoda? What would you pick? Would you rather breathe like Darth Vader or talk like Yoda? Some people say you already do breathe like Darth Vader, but whatever. So which one is it? Breathe like Darth Vader or talk like Yoda?
Like breathing issues I'm having into the mic?
Yeah, well, they were like, make comments.
I've apologized about that, guys. that is a real thing that
we
is
know
left over, from
COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
Erin always, last thing she does when she hooks me up, make sure everything's working properly, is she goes, "What's your breathing?"
She's the perfect. Your perfect soulmate, Arn. Erin's so good.
She puts herself. Yes, she is. She puts herself in the pocket of the fans and knows how irritating that is. Here, make the show better. That breathing hard's, the shits. But it's what I'm left with, guys. I try. I think about it. Not much I can do about it. So that is.
We'll just have fun with it. So to answer, I'm assuming you'd rather breathe like Darth Vader though than talk like Yoda.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? I'm almost there now.
Yeah. Would you rather have had a historic main event world title run that paid relatively above your means, or a 3-month program with Elegante that paid WrestleMania level money? So a historic main event world title run in WCW that relatively, paid relatively above your means, or a 3-month program with Elegante that paid WrestleMania level money.
Well, being one of those guys that lived beneath his means and smart enough to do that at the time and realize pay your bills, pay your taxes, save your money, like all the veterans will tell you, I could have probably saved a good chunk of that and walked away with my head held high. Being rich and having to lay down every night and stare at the ceiling and have flashbacks of a match with Elegante, not sure I'm that mentally strong.
There you go. Final question, and we'll wrap it up. Final would you rather. Would you rather listen to 8 straight hours of Ultimate Warrior promos or take one bump onto thumbtacks?
I could take the thumbtacks. I wouldn't enjoy it.
I love it.
I certainly wouldn't enjoy those promos. I never got
It didn't make sense, right?
the message. When they were done, you just being a fan and not having the inside knowledge you have now. But when you would hear those, when it was said and done, was there a message that you received, Paul?
No, there was. As a kid, you were just like, wow, okay, that's cool, I think. On to the next thing. I mean, nothing resonated.
I think I'll just go on record as saying this. He came along at a time that wrestling was red hot. He looked incredible. His body stood out from everybody. His energy until he blew up.
Yeah.
Was, it
Off
was
the
just,
page.
Yeah, it was just so random and abstract in every way. But it all just comes back to the fact that the guy was tanned, the guy had those big veins, his body looked incredible, and he was he got away with it. You couldn't get away with it in today's world. And as we saw, once it was over, it was over. You couldn't go back and really rehash it. But I never did get what message he was trying to send me.
No.
If there was one.
No. So Arn's taking thumbtacks to the back, the feet, the legs, the face. Just put them everywhere. Make him a pincushion. Just don't make them watch any more of those promos. Arn, that's going to wrap us up this week. I want to thank all the fans who contributed to this show. And listen, we're not kidding. We're going to bring Brock in next time for the next Ask the Andersons Anything. We had so many questions, guys. We couldn't get to them all. We've saved them, and we're going to include them in future Ask Arns. But we're going to have some fun the next time. Remember, check out arnlinks.com for all things Enforcer. They can find our social media pages, previous episodes, the merch, even like what Arn's drinking out of right now, that tumbler. The shirts that we're wearing, there's a new version of this shirt that I'm wearing now, a little bit cleaned up and looks really good that Dom did for us. And Arn's got his AA shirt on. That's out there at the store, so check that out. Arn, next week, we return to the Walk Through Your Career. We're going to look at your return to the ring, the feud with Eric Watts. Buddy, your match in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We have that clip. It's a 9-man tag team match. We're going to talk about the creation of the Flair for the Gold and the now infamous WCW Saturday Night match between Cactus Jack and the world champion, the man they call Vader. So there you go. Guys, listen, if your business targets 25 to 54-year-old men, no better place than to advertise with us right here on The Arn Show. You've heard us do the ads for some of the same companies for years, and it's because it works. There's very little waste, so check it out now. Advertisewitharn.com. That's advertisewitharn.com, and you could advertise on the show. And then finally, ad-free shows. That's where you get all of our podcasts early and ad-free and access to about a dozen other wrestling podcasts as well. Starts at just $9 a month, and you can enjoy the first week completely free with us. So check it out now. You get a free trial for that week. Find out what ad-free shows is all about at adfreeshows.com. Arn, thank you so much for doing it with me this week, buddy.
One short public service announcement, if I could. Guys, it is hot across this land, and it god-awful hot, humid, different places. Hydrate. You may think it's something. I didn't drink enough water back when I was young and wrestling, and now that I do and I overdo it, man, I see what a difference it makes. But there's some serious heat going on out there in the world. Drink a lot of water. It makes a difference.
There you go. There's your H2O public service announcement from the Enforcer. Arn, that's going to do it for us this week. On behalf of the Hall of Famer, the founder of the Four Horsemen, and creator of the Spinebuster, Arn Anderson, this is Paul Bromwell, and we'll be right back here again next week on Arn